Hare Krishna. Yes, Ajit.
Yes, Manjeet. Reporting.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. My past 2 weeks have been good. I'm doing good with my prayers and meditations, keeping myself busy with work and family so that my mind doesn't, waver here and there. So last week I watched a lot of videos on this Kumbh and its significance. While relating them, those videos with what we discussed during our last satsang, they were actually very helpful. So it would be great, if we can have more classes on what are rituals and why are they performed. So all those will definitely give us a clarity while we are also doing some rituals. So that's it. Rest everything is good, Manjit. All by the grace of God, everything is going good. Thank you.
Balaji.
Manjit, just I want to thankful Manjit. Thank you for this journey. Today morning, me and my wife discussed about journey with mentors. I started in 5 years back. 5 or 6 years back. I started with Sureka and Mr. Subramanian sir with many mentors, Manjit. In that list, your Vijay Vargotra is a very biggest person came to my life for spirituality, Manjit. This journey is really transforming me a lot in inner world. If I change my inner world, the external world is automatically will change that perception, everything. For all my success, you are a main pillar, Manjit. Thank you so much. Thank you, Manjit. Thank you so much. Manjit, now I have a little challenging time in my business also. Many challenges, but I am facing all challenges with composed manner. I think it is I'm learning, Manjit. Learning is going on. I shared that issue with KC sir also. Gurunatha, நீங்க அந்த இஷ்யூக்கு
ஆமா
so நேத்து
ஆமா
so we solved almost.
ஆனா நீங்க சொல்லும் போது நானே ஷாக் ஆயிட்டேன். என்னன்னா காமன் கம்போஸ்டுக்கு பதில் காமம் அண்ட் கம்போஸ்ட்ன்றீங்க.
குருநாதா,
அதனால ஒரு மா எக்ஸ்ட்ரா போட்டீங்க. ஐயோ என்னடா ஐயோ.
மஞ்சித்துக்கு புரியல இருந்தாலும் சிரிக்கிறாரு.
You understood.
What he says is, even when he is in the process of kamam, he is composed.
ஆமா ஆமா, தட் இஸ் இஸ் கம்போஸ்டு எவரிவேர்.
And when he is composed, he has a passion of the kamam. I understood. I got it.
Manjit, this will go in online, please.
No, see.
இட்ஸ் ஃபன்னு தானே.
No,
இட்ஸ் a word.
no. This is how it should be taken as.
100%.
Okay. The passion is important and calmness is also important. So both has to go hand in hand.
Yeah.
So Balaji is right. Very good.
Okay.
Chandra.
Yes, Manjit. So my practices and meditation, it's a regular nowadays. So very rarely I'm missing these practices. So in my daily, I'm enjoying meditation now. I'm feeling 30 minutes is fixed nowadays. So there is no question of reducing the time. So 30 minutes, most of the time I'm passing it very calmly. Sometimes, even though some agitated mind is also there, I am trying to be there at 30 minutes. So 30 minutes, I am sitting daily, more than past 6 months. That I never trying to reduce the time. So that practice is good. I'm also uh, getting the differences. What is the mind and self? Many times I'm interacting with myself and mind, so I can able to see the mind activity separately and me is self is separately. So these are the practices I'm uh, realizing in regular life also. So on the what is my mind is doing, why I'm reacting like this, why how I'm acting these situations, and also all are it's based on the mind ன்னு எனக்கு தெரியுது. So sometimes I'm interacting with mind also. சரி கம்முனுரா சும்மா ஓவரா பண்ணாத அப்படின்னு சொல்லிட்டு. So these are all the improvements, Manjit. I'm really enjoying all these things, definitely.
Yes.
So hopefully இந்த இயர்ல வந்து இந்த மெடிடேஷன் ப்ராசஸ்ல வந்து ஸ்டில் ஐ எம் லேர்னிங் மெடிடேஷன் தான். ஏன்னா வந்து அந்த டைம்ல வந்து ஃபியூ செகண்ட்ஸ் ஒன்லி ஐ எம் ரியலைசிங் தி அந்த ஃபோக்கஸ் இது வருது. அதர்வைஸ் அகைன் தி மைண்ட் ரியாக்டிங், ஐ ஹவ் டு புல் பேக். திஸ் இஸ் கீப் ஆன் கோயிங் ஆன். So, but still I'm trying hard.
So it's good. So things are working. It's good.
Mm.
So we last satsang before last Sunday, we thought we will continue the journey of the five koshas. So we had discussed a lot about Annamaya Kosha, the gross body. We have discussed a lot about that.
Yes.
So I'm continuing from the last point of Annamaya Kosha before we go to the next one. So yesterday I sent a little note that pick up the 5 best pictures of yours. Could you do that?
Yes.
Yes.
Have you got it with you, or they're in the computers?
It's in the computer.
In the system only.
They're all
In
in
mobile.
Can you open those pictures?
Only Balaji can do it. Balaji, ஏதோ ஒருத்தர் பண்ணிட்டு you can explain, no?
Can you open some of your pictures?
Share screen, sir. You can share screen, no?
How do I share the screen? I'm not very good at Balaji. How do I share the screen?
எனக்கும் தெரியல பாலாஜி. நீங்க ஒருத்தர்.
Manjit, are you using a laptop?
Yes.
Manjit, in middle button or top arrow, green color by arrow is there, no?
Yes.
No,
Click that.
Balaji sir, you share your screen now. நீங்க உங்க photos காட்டுங்க. அவரு என்ன பண்றாரு? He wants to.
Okay, now I am requesting a screen, Manjit.
Okay, allow.
Yes, Manjit.
Okay. I allowed it.
Okay, Manjit.
What do I do?
Manjit, you want to share anything?
No, nothing. I don't want to share. I will only speak.
அப்ப நீங்க ஓபன் பண்ணுங்க பாலாஜி.
உங்க photos
உங்க போட்டோஸ் ஓபன்.
I can close it.
ஆமா.
No, I can close my screen. I can close this.
இல்ல நோ நீட் டு க்ளோஸ். இதுலயே ஷேர் பண்ணலாம்ல. பண்ணுங்க பாருங்க.
சார் என்னோட போட்டோ காட்டணுமா?
ஆமா, இப்ப நீங்க 4 போட்டோ சூஸ் பண்ணீங்கல்ல,
அது இருக்கு.
அப்படியே இதுல போடுங்க, ஷேர் பண்ணுங்க.
சரி, நீங்க கொஞ்சம் பேசிட்டே இருங்க, அதுக்குள்ள நான் ஷேர் பண்றேன்.
ஆமா, ஏன்னா நீங்க தான் இங்க இருக்குதுலே அழகு.
நான் ஷேர் பண்றேன்.
அழகு
அழகுமணி.
நான் போடல, நீங்க போடுங்க.
Okay.
Alagunada.
Sir, can you see my screen?
Yes, I can see your screen.
Yes.
Yeah, this is with my daughter.
Okay.
Now, who's holding your daughter?
Me.
You. No, it's you, no?
Sorry?
Yeah, he and his daughter.
Yeah.
The gentleman holding daughter is Ajit.
Yes.
Okay, and other picture?
This was shot in Abu Dhabi.
So who's in the water?
Ajit is in the water.
Ajit is in the water. Very good.
Yeah.
Next one.
This maybe yeah. This was when I completed 150 kilometers of cycle one place.
Who completed 150 kilometers of cycle? Ajit.
Not Ajit body.
Yeah.
Okay. Next one.
This one. This one during a housewarming in Kerala.
Okay. With the pretty lady, one gentleman called Ajit is there.
Ajit is there.
Oh, very good. Okay, you can minimize them.
Okay.
Fine. So what actually we saw was reflected body.
Reflected body.
Yes. This body was reflected in a camera,
Mm.
and it is only a piece of paper. No, what we saw was a digital impression. What we saw is a digital impression of that reflected body.
Not Ajit.
It's not Ajit.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Mm.
Now, still, it will be very, very challenging and impossible if I say, tear all these papers and throw them. Right?
Mm.
Mm.
If I say, Ajit, take this out, tear them apart and throw them. That's what I said. This exercise will be a very, very tough exercise. A tremendous amount of a feel of sacrifice you will feel if you have to tear this paper. Right?
Yes, Master.
Digital இருக்கு எப்படி டியர் பண்ண முடியும்?
Not
Delete.
digitally you can delete.
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 But you know you have a copy.
Mm.
But if I say take a physical paper, physical print, the only print which you have.
Mm.
Suppose this is the print in your album. I say take this out and tear it apart. It is not you, it is a reflected body.
But I can have a desire to see my body in a paper, no?
Memories. No?
That's what I'm saying, yeah.
Mm.
Okay. So last shloka of Adi Shankara was that you have three bodies. He calls them shadow body. One is a shadow body, one is reflected body, one is a dream body. When you walk in the bright sun, so your shadow is created. Can you say that the shadow is you, that you are the shadow? You can't say you is the shadow.
Mm.
But shadow is caused because of your physical gross body. Now, if an acid falls on that shadow, will something happen to you?
No.
If somebody curses that shadow, will it impact you?
No.
No.
If an elephant stamples on the shadow, will something happen to you? So he is actually, Adi Shankara, in a very, very beautiful manner, is trying to tell you that your relationship with your body should be the way you relate with your shadow, the way you relate with your reflected image, and the way you relate with your dream body. In dream, when everything has happened, we have spoken so many times, as long as the dream is happening, you are experiencing everything so lively. But when you wake up and understand that whatever emotions you are going through, you are going through only in the dream body. Then after you wake up, do you have any concerns about what happened to you while you were dreaming?
Mm.
In the dream, you may be flirting with a beautiful woman. You may be going around in the world. But after you come out of the dream, do you carry the worries and tensions of the fight and the romance which you are having with the lady in the dream? Do you try to meet her after you wake up? Yeah,
Mm.
Adi Shankara was saying that this gross body is not me. This Annamaya Kosha is not me. So then somebody says, okay, if you say it is not me, then how should I relate with this body? It says you must relate with this body as an instrument of your being, a pure instrument which will be used by your eternal consciousness. Take good care of it the way you take good care of any instrument. He said, how should I relate with it? He said, you must relate with it only the way you relate with these three bodies. So you must relate with yourself, this physical body, only as a shadow body, as a reflected body, or as a dream body. Is it clear?
Yes, Manji.
So this
Yes.
from there we wanted to continue further. Okay. So just because it says that I'm Annamaya Kosha is not me, so we can't neglect the Annamaya Kosha. Annamaya Kosha must be respected. Annamaya Kosha must be taken good care of. The way I have given an example, the way you take care of your bike or a car or the home, you take good care of them. You take good care of this Annamaya Kosha, but knowing very well it is not you. And the way you should relate is the example given. When somebody hurts you, when this is where I again bring back my small experience of the small operation which I was going through. Very clearly, I wanted to feel the pain. I told doctor, I want to feel the pain. And I was aware of what was happening. So maybe knowingly, unknowingly, I was just trying to watch what is happening with this gross body. So it is important to know that you are not the gross body, but at the same time, on a spiritual path, we should take good care of this gross body, knowing very well what our relationship with it must be. It means the way the shadow cannot be, even if the shadow is stamped upon, nothing happens to you. Even if somebody abuses the shadow body, it should not affect you. Balaji, if somebody is abusing on the shadow of yours, will you go and fight with him?
No, Manji.
So what he's trying to say, Adi Shankara, wait, 1 minute. I got it.
Ah,
So this is Adi Shankara, the Param Guru.
யார் பாலாஜியா அஜித் கொடுத்ததா?
Yeah. Balaji was supposed to give. No, Ajit was supposed to give.
ஓ, அஜித் கொடுத்துட்டீங்களா?
Good.
ஓகே,
So
சூப்பர்.
it is going back to its place.
Super.
Okay, so it is Adi Shankara who is very, very intelligently telling you, in your dream, you're fighting, you are feeling erotic, you're having different kind of emotions when you are dreaming, but when you get up, it does not impact you. It does not affect you. Somebody, even your picture. So he says, I will relate you. It means if something happens to this body, should it impact my real self?
no, Manji.
He's giving a feeling. He's giving a link. The way nothing happens to your physical body, even if somebody curses or throws an acid on the shadow, even if something happens to this physical body, nothing impacts, nothing affects the real you. He's trying to relate it and give you a little example. Chandra, is it clear?
கிளியர் மஞ்சித்.
Yeah. So don't take this, what happens to this body, so serious, because it has nothing to do with your eternal self.
It's only a tool.
It's only a tool. It is as real as the shadow is real to you. It is as real as the dream body is real to you. It is as real as the pictures which Ajit showed us. Those are the pictures. That is not Ajit. What happens to those pictures? Suppose one fine day the white ants comes and eat away the picture. Does it impact Ajit?
No.
No. So this is where Adi Shankara is trying to explain you, knowing very well this is not me, but I must have a relationship with this Pranamaya, Annamaya Kosha. Okay, so from here, now what is this Annamaya Kosha actually made of?
5 elements.
What are
Food
the five,
substance.
what are the 5 elements?
Water, earth, fire, air, and sky.
Space.
Space.
Sky. Okay. Now, on their own, what can they do? On their own. On their own, these 5 elements are supposed to be inert. They can't do anything on their own. Just think it.
They can only exist.
It's connected for each.
They are just there. Okay. Now, these 5 elements in you cannot do anything unless there is a spark which ignites them. And that is called Pranamaya Kosha.
Manjit, last 1 minute, it's still, I'd say. I can't able to hear you. Please repeat it.
Okay, now what I'm saying, from where you want me to repeat?
And the 5 elements.
5 elements, Chandra. Okay, now you can keep 5 elements in front of you. You can keep earth, you can keep water, you can keep air, you can keep space. Anyway, it's all in the space. You can keep whatever, all the 5 elements. On their own, they are called inert. They can't do anything. Inert. They have no activity. They can't act on their own. Okay. Now this Annamaya Kosha is made out of 5 elements. But these 5 elements on their own, actually 5 elements are still there when your life goes away. Only one by one they will leave you. Okay. Now these 5 elements which are part of which this Pranamaya Kosha is because of the 5 elements. They are inert. They cannot do anything unless there is a spark which ignites them and make them function, and something called life starts. And that happens with our next kosha called Pranamaya Kosha. Pranamaya Kosha. Okay. Now, Pranamaya Kosha is called a vital life force or vital air. Okay. So we breathe in, we breathe out. Okay. So this breathing in and breathing out, when it goes through this physical body made of 5
elements,
something keeps happening within yourself through the 5 organs of action. The 5 organs of actions are hand,
legs,
feet, your organs of speech, your organs of production, and organs of evacuation. These 5 activities make you act from the time you wake up and from the time you sleep. And it happens because of vital air which is going in, going out. So this vital air which is going in and going out is called the Pranmaya Kosha, and I am going to read what great sage Adi Shankara has said. I am taking his help. The prana, along with the 5 organs of actions, constitute the vital air sheath, pervaded by which the food sheath, the physical body, performs all its activities as though it were living. The manifestation of life in the physical body, which expresses itself in the gross body as the activities of the 5 organs of action, is called vital air sheath. The 5 organs of actions are hand, feet, organs of speech, organs of production, and organs of evacuation. The food sheath, which was explained in the preceding verses, is completely pervaded by this vital air sheath. There is prana in the toe as well as in the brow. Now, this prana is flowing through each and every cell of this gross body. Any place where this prana is missing, Chandra, what will happen?
And
No.
No movement.
No. Any part of the body, if this prana is missing, that part gets paralyzed.
Paralyzed.
Okay. If your body is functioning absolutely beautiful, Chandra, look at the beauty that every cell of yours is functioning because of this prana. Without any effort, we are taking only the air in. That's all we are doing. But look at the beauty of this air which goes in. It's only when the air goes in, it becomes a prana. Outside you, it is atmospheric air. This air which goes in becomes a prana, goes. Imagine the management and how beautifully everything is beautifully functioning, that every cell of yours is enlivened by this prana. And any part of your body which does not have this prana, that part of the body will get paralyzed.
Manjit, in 5 element itself, air is one element, no, Manjit? In 5 elements,
Yeah.
air also one element, no?
Yeah, air is also one element.
But why again it's coming as another kosha?
No. It is because the air which goes inside. He's not saying the air is the pranamaya kosha.
you're saying energy.
He's talking about the energy which comes along with that, the manifestation of life in the physical body, which expresses itself in the gross body as the activity of 5 organs of action, is called vital air sheath. It is air as it is. See, as long as this air is outside these 5 elements, it is atmospheric air.
Okay.
It's only when it goes inside you, it creates an energy, gives you the vital force for this body to sustain.
Oh.
See, as long as the air is outside this body, air is there everywhere, no?
Yes.
So prana is also giving energy.
Huh?
Pranam, that is air also giving energy.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. The air, moment this air goes inside this body, it becomes a prana. Outside your body, it is not a prana.
No,
It's just an atmospheric air.
Air, okay.
So it means a very important question Balaji has raised. It means this air on its own outside is having no impact on you. It's only when it goes inside you, it starts acting as a enlivening force.
So that's why some rishis also living with prana, without food.
Oh, yeah, many rishis are able to live only on the prana. They don't need the food. So imagine these rishis living in the Himalayas, even in the minus 30 degrees, they don't even wear clothes. It means out of this air itself, same air, if I go and sit in the minus 30, what will happen to me without the woolens?
Frozen.
Frozen. But he is able to manage, he is able to sustain. So it is not the air which is going inside, is creating the Pranmaya Kosha for him. He is able to take so much of prana from the same air which is going inside. It means there is something else within you which we have to look at. Which could be the prana for the air itself. That's why the air on its own is inert. So only when this air goes inside you, it becomes a prana. It means there must be, even I'm questioning it now. It means there must be something which is behind this air, which makes it a vital energy component. Ajit?
Yes.
Yeah. It means air only when it goes inside and when it starts flowing. See, when you take the breath inside, it's called prana. When you release the breath outside, it again becomes atmospheric air. Okay. So, Balaji, we have to go a little more slowly into that. It means air, even though it's a part of the 5 elements, the same air when it goes into, it's the same air which goes inside Balaji, which also creates the heat.
Okay.
If this air doesn't go inside, the heat in the body is missing.
Hmm.
Yeah. So it means all the functionings of your body are happening because of this air. When it goes inside, there is something more than that. That's what is we are looking at.
Manjit, can we take it as a symbolic explanation? AC and electricity is going. When electricity going, that cooling is generated.
Yeah.
So can we call it as that prana is like electricity?
Yeah, well, you can say that.
Okay.
You see, electricity on its own can't produce the coolness.
Yes.
It's only when it goes through the instrument. The instrument is fitted.
Yeah, in instrument also that gas is there, no?
Yeah.
The cylinder gas is filling.
Yes.
And all everything 5 element is ready and the tool is
Yeah.
ready. Now
We can say that these 5 elements are there. These 5 elements, when this air again goes inside, it starts working as a life force. So that's what it's called prana. So as you said, this Maharishi is going to even negate the prana itself. That you are not the prana also. We'll listen to him. What Adi Shankara is talking. Okay. There is prana in the toe as well as in the brow. If from some portion the prana is gone, that portion becomes paralyzed. Thus, this pranamaya kosha is a atman for the annamaya kosha.
oh,
For the Annamaya Kosha.
For pranamaya kosha becomes a atman for annamaya kosha.
Annamaya Kosha.
It
Okay.
means without the pranamaya kosha, annamaya kosha has no life.
No life.
Clear?
perfect, perfect.
Owing to the vital air sheath and its dynamism alone, all the activities of the body take place. Hence, the Pranamaya Kosha is considered as the soul of the Annamaya Kosha. So where you say, no, Maya Atman. So here going one by one, he says, for the Annamaya Kosha, the Pranamaya Kosha is a Atman, the soul. Without it, it is useless.
Yes.
Without the
Paralyzed.
Pranmaya Kosha, what will people do with your body? They will go and burn it and throw it away. Avladhan, poiche.
The paralyzed.
No. See, if prana and missing from any part of the body makes that part paralyzed. When the whole prana itself is gone, what will people with your body? They won't even let you
They
wait in
will
the
like
house.
a coma stage, Manjit.
Dead, no coma.
When prana itself goes away,
Ah.
your own loved one, people say, "Hey, kundu poyada, hey,
Body தூக்கு.
but தூக்குப்பா, they go and burn it." The
கோமான்னா
same.
உங்களுக்கு இது பிராணாயாமம் இருக்குதுன்னு அர்த்தம். மூச்சு வாங்கினாதான் கோமாவில் இருப்பீங்க.
Okay.
Oh.
மூச்சு இல்லைன்னா பாடி தான்.
Okay.
கோமாவில் இருக்கும்போது அவங்க லைஃப் பிரெத் பண்ணுவாங்க. அவங்க
When you're coma, your life force is acting.
ஆக்டிங்.
You are not paralyzed. You are not able to respond. That's all. Okay. This is the first point which Adi Shankara is talking. Then he says some textbooks consider it along with the gross and some along with the subtle body. Both are right because it is a glue which holds the subtle body with the gross body. See, gross body, Annamaya Kosha is the gross body. Okay, what is the space it can occupy?
The body.
Space.
Maybe what is the space this body can occupy? Maybe few cubic feet.
Feet.
Few cubic feet. That's all. This is called the grossest body. There is something called a subtle body which can occupy bigger space. For example, your mind. How much space a mind can occupy? It can occupy the whole universe itself because your mind can go anywhere. Okay. So the body is the grossest body. There is something called a subtle body. Okay. So he's giving an example of that, which holds a subtle body with a gross body. Therefore, one part is in cohesion with the gross body, the other part is with the subtle body. The Pranmaya Kosha is a link between the gross body and the subtle body.
Oh.
Pranmaya Kosha is a glue, is a link, is a connection. Okay. So next one, which Adi Shankara says, is a vital air sheath cannot be self. No, he's negating it. No, he's negating. Even though he says the Annamaya Kosha is having an Atman and we call it Pranmaya Kosha.
Yes.
Pranmaya Kosha is the Atman for Annamaya. But the journey is of the self. When it comes to the self, he's coming to, Adi Shankara is coming to the point. The vital air sheath cannot be self because it is a modification of the air. Like air, it enters the body and goes out of it, never knowing its joys or sorrows or those of others. It is ever dependent upon the self. No, the air. It's because of the air we say that we are able to have a prana. Balaji?
Yes, Manjit.
The air going in and air going out. Because of this, you can say, yes, there's a prana, flow of prana within you.
Yes.
Now, does this air, because it is coming and going, it is going inside and going out of you. So, as far as the self is concerned, it is unmoving. It is eternal, which cannot be changed, which is still. So, Adi Shankara says this vital air sheath cannot be me, cannot be the self, because it is a modification on the air. So, it cannot be the self. The Pranmaya Kosha is a modification of air Vayu. As long as it is in the body, all the activities of the body go on. But once it leaves the body, all the activities of body stop. Since it is a modification of air and has the quality of coming and going out, it cannot be the Atman. It can act as a Atman for a Annamaya Kosha,
Anamaya.
but it can't be my Atman.
Okay.
Okay. When the air is inside the body, it is called prana. That's what I told you. And when it is outside, it is called atmospheric air.
Okay.
Prana does not know anything, neither its own joys and sorrows, nor those of others. It cannot know anything, being inert by itself. The Atman, the self, is eternal, all pervasive, and omniscient. It has no modifications, no movements, and it is a knower of all. He's talking about the self. Therefore, the Pranamaya Kosha cannot be the Atman.
Good.
So body is not the Atma.
No,
This body is not the Atman.
no, he's talking about this.
Prana,
Yeah,
Pranamaya.
yeah. He's negating all the koshas.
All this. Okay. In the
First,
koshas,
first is the
Annamaya.
Annamaya Kosha. It's not you.
You, correct.
Yeah, we are talking about the inquiry of the self.
Self,
Your self is not your physical body.
body.
It's a gross body. Your self is omnipresent. It is everywhere. It is eternal, which is not coming, not going. It's unmoving. It's the infinite consciousness, which is everywhere. How can I say that I am the body when my body is only here, not everywhere? Eternal consciousness is all pervading, it's everywhere, in every part, it's there. But my physical body is only here, no, where I am sitting. It is not even with my wife right now. It's only when I go and sit next to her, I can say this, my body is next to my wife. Okay. And then Adi Shankara is also negating, even though the next kosha, see, every kosha becomes subtle and subtle. This Annamaya Kosha is few cubic feet, and Pranamaya Kosha, the air, is the air which I'm breathing in and breathing out is only within the space of my body. It is beyond it, no?
Yes.
So Pranamaya Kosha becomes more subtle. And then Adi Shankara very clearly says the play of the Pranamaya Kosha is as if it is an Atman for the body. Without Pranamaya Kosha, the Annamaya Kosha is zero. It's just a cold 5-element stuff. Moment the prana is functioning within this body can do an activity. Now, Balaji's example was very right, like electricity. For all the instruments which run on the electricity, so electricity becomes a pranamaya kosha for that electrical equipment, like a fridge or a TV. Or a petrol becomes a pranamaya kosha for a car. Car has everything. It's all brand new car, but if the petrol is not there, car cannot function. Car cannot run. Now you can say, no, I have a electrical vehicle. Okay, then it will need electricity. So this petrol and electricity are a simple example which we can understand, which is acting as a pranamaya kosha for that element or the instrument. Next, we will go that even we may negate the electricity and petrol also, because they will have some other thing which is causing them. On their own, they can't do anything. There is a cause for them to be there. Electricity has to be caused. Petrol has to be caused. So then to go deeper, we have to find out the cause of the petrol and cause of the electricity. My master used to say that we have to go to the point which takes us to the causeless cause. Now, can we say electricity is caused by something else? Ajit?
Yes.
Yeah, some reactions, some outward reactions.
Either it's a solar power, or it is wind energy, or it is being produced from a hydroelectric, or it is produced by the nuclear fusion. Understand? The same is the case with the petrol. Petrol is coming from earth, and you can't use the petroleum and then run the car. It won't run. It has to be refined. All those has to come. So similarly, the negation is done that this 5-element body, 5-element Annamaya Kosha is inert, is lifeless. It becomes full of life only when the Pranamaya Kosha enters inside this.
Okay.
And Pranmaya Kosha is Atman for the Annamaya Kosha. No, he says Pranamaya Kosha is acting, is possible only from the context of air. No, air is coming and going. He says your self is not moving. Yourself is always eternal. It doesn't reduce, it doesn't increase. But whereas the air is there, it gets modified because it is being in the process of modification. Though it is a soul for the Annamaya Kosha, it cannot be soul of me. Chandra, is it clear?
Clear, very much clear, Manjit.
So he has come up to this.
Third one is
What is the time?
time 10:20.
10:20. We'll get some more clarity on this. The Atman, the self, is eternal, the all pervasive and omniscient. It has no modifications, no movement. It is the knower of all. Therefore, the Pranamaya Kosha cannot be the Atman. This verse is the negation of the vital air sheath. In our day-to-day living, we are not conscious of the Pranamaya Kosha. See, how many times we are conscious of our Pranamaya Kosha? We get too busy with our life.
Yeah.
We don't even realize that I'm breathing in and breathing out. Many of these saints become very aware of the breathing in and breathing out.
Yes.
Okay. Only when you become aware of the breathing in and breathing out, your whole state of mind changes. That's why they brought the pranayama into the picture.
Okay.
From 24/7, by the time you wake up, by the time you sleep, it's automatically going on. There's no effort. Effortlessly, it is flowing in and flowing out. So you are not even aware of it. Only when there is an absence of it, when this airflow is getting disturbed, your physical body starts suffering, and then you think of it. When you have go through the trouble because of this pranamaya kosha is not in a proper flow, you will get all the physical ailments. Then you become aware of it. Next, we take up the mind for discussion. It is called the manomaya kosha. Manomaya kosha. Its nature and secret techniques of negating, it is given in the following verse. Okay, so now physical body is there, 5 elements are there. On their own, they are dabba.
Or nothing.
Absolutely dabba. They can't do anything. Okay, it's only when the pranamaya kosha enters inside, there is a life force which starts moving within them. As long as the life force is moving smoothly within them, you say, my body is fit, I'm absolutely healthy. Okay, you feel your 5 elements are in a healthy position because every cell is enlivened, every cell's having energy and charge of this pranamaya kosha. And moment your body, each part of the body doesn't get this energy, you start becoming sick. Okay? And then something starts happening. Then he comes to the manomaya kosha, the mental sheath. So then when this fire is going inside, with pranamaya kosha is going inside, your organs of actions are in place. Your eyes are observing, your ears are hearing, all the 5 organs of perception become active. Then he talks about the organs of perception along with the mind. He's defining what is pranamaya kosha. The organs of perception along with mind from the mental sheath, which is a sole cause for the eye and mind, diversity of things. It has essential faculty of creating differences of names and so on, and it is powerful. It pervades the sheath pervading it, the vital air sheath. Moment this prana starts moving inside, 5 elements are enlivened. You start functioning with the 5 organs of action. When I come to the 5 organs of action, even when your feet are not there, you can still be there.
Yeah.
Even when your hands are not there, you can still be there.
Yes.
Yes.
Even when your organs of speech are not there, you can still be there. Huh?
Yes. Yes.
Even when your organs of production are not functioning okay, you can still be there.
Yeah.
Yes.
It will have some impact on your body. But imagine when the organs of evacuations are not there. Will this body actually function?
No.
It may not function. Okay. So in spite of the 5 organs of action, many of the organs of action, even without them, you can manage the show. Clear?
Yeah.
You can manage the show.
Yeah.
Okay. Now we come to the 5 organs of perception. We are perceiving things. With the eyes we perceive, with the ears we perceive, with nose we perceive, with touch we perceive. So we perceive. And as I told you so many times, we gather a lot of information from this world. If the pranamaya kosha is there, will these activities happen? No.
No.
Okay. For these activities to happen, the pranamaya kosha should be there. For all these perceptions to happen, annamaya kosha should be there, pranamaya kosha should be there. No, they becomes the instrument for the manomaya kosha. No, for the pranamaya kosha, the annamaya kosha was the instrument. No, for the manomaya kosha, the pranamaya kosha and the annamaya kosha become the instruments now. Now, with the help of these perceptions, 5 perceptions, the information goes on inside you. And with this information, there is something called your mental plane. So somewhere a sense of I-ness starts coming within. Sense of
Goodness.
I-ness. So when, you see, these things happen in a very, very silent, effortless manner. when we were seeing the beautiful image, digital images on the screen of Ajit. So it is, I am seeing Ajit. The picture. Without any understanding, I say, I am seeing Ajit. So it is the eyes which were looking at the reflected image. And with my memory, I related it that I have seen somebody with a similar face whose name is Ajit. So I say, this is Ajit. So the sense of I-ness starts developing within yourself when this Pranmaya Kosha start working for the Manomaya Kosha. So when this Pranamaya Kosha is functioning within this, all the instruments of body, eyes are also instruments of body. They're all instruments. But in this case, they become instruments of perception. They're perceiving from the world. So when they start perceiving from the world, this information goes within yourself, and there is little reactions which keep on happening within yourself. And that's where the so-called the play of the manas comes into picture. The play of manas comes into picture. So next week onwards, we shall be discussing more about the play of the manas. Okay. Now imagine Pranamaya, Annamaya Kosha is there, and Pranamaya Kosha is there. And when is that? You can say the manas of the man is not working when he's in coma. Okay. So five elements are absolutely functioning. The prana is functioning, but you say it is in coma because mind is not in play. The intellect is not in play. Okay. Now, slowly you will start seeing the Manomaya Kosha will start becoming the Atman for these two. Okay. So slowly we find even the last point of Kosha we have to negate. Okay. So this is what we could do it, discuss it today. But whatever we have discussed, I want you to open this book of Adi Shankara, read it yourself, and try to read as much as possible. Get your clarities. So these are very deep subjects. We can't discuss in 1 hour. Okay. No, whatever we are discussing is only a knowledge. It has to go within yourself, and you must become totally aware that this body is not me. The way I told, this digital image is not Ajit. And in spite of all this understanding, I will feel uncomfortable. I won't feel uncomfortable if I take my picture and tear it and throw it away. I won't feel uncomfortable. But a normal people won't be able to do it because they feel the picture itself is there. They feel the picture itself is there. Forget about this itself. Okay, so this understanding that this is not my reality is very important. So I want all of you to become aware of it.
Sure,
Okay.
Manju.
And then Pranamaya Kosha. Do these studies, then slowly we are moving to the Manomaya Kosha, which we will discuss next satsang.
Sure.
இந்த பாலிடிக்ஸ்ல மஞ்சித்
Pardon?
இந்த பாலிடிக்ஸ்ல இருக்குல்ல பாலிடிக்ஸ்ல இந்த பாலாஜி இந்த ஸ்டாலின் மாதிரி ஒரு கொடும்பாவி அரிச்சா தே வில் எஜிடேட்
ஆமா.
ஸோ ஈகோ வரும் அவங்களுக்கு வந்து ஆக்சுவலா தே வில் அரெஸ்ட் தி பீப்புள் பார்த்துருக்கோம்ல நம்ம யூனோ மஞ்சித்
What is that?
அது சொல்லுங்க அஜித் இங்கிலீஷ்ல
they make statues, no, of politicians and they burn, no.
Yeah.
And that's when the ego
Nothing.
gets hurt. And
It's a dust. It's a waste material.
Okay, you must understand our Shastras are so powerful. They tell you they will tell you, hey, this is not Krishna. This is not Krishna, man. This is a pointer towards Krishna. This is not the reality. My Shastras say that. If somebody comes and steals it away, can I say somebody has stolen my Krishna? I will be the fool if I say my Krishna is being stolen. The statue is stolen, Baba. Everybody cannot feel the Krishna inside the statue. We should be able to feel. The feelings are important. Okay, so this is how it is. See, you must have heard it so many times. Some mad fellow has burned one book, and they came and burned the boy itself, that person itself. Haven't you heard it?
Yes, yes.
Yeah. The book is more important than the message written in the book. Message written in the book is of love, of compassion, of understanding. And just because one mad person has burned that book, you go and burn the person itself.
Mhm.
Understand?
Yes.
So I want you to just go deeper into this subject. Understand as much as possible. More than understanding, feel it. With the closing, that I must respect this instrument. Because Balaji, only with this instrument we can ask these questions. This instrument is very important for us. Knowing very well, I am not the instrument, but only with this instrument, the unknown can be known.
Yes.
Without this, that cannot be done.
Yes, with the support of this only, I have to reach that destination. Like your work is important to reach the destination where you want to go. So where I have to merge myself, I will be needing this body. So before that merging, I will be needing this physical body till I merge with it. Then this body will fall itself after it has done its job. So we shall respect this body, take good care of it. And we also should take good care of our prana. It means good exercises are important. And then next week we will try to see what great Adi Shankaraji is talking about Manomaya Kosha. Okay, so have a great week. Take good care. And my wife was asking, why you're only 2-3 people coming for your satsang? That is good enough. It's okay. If there is if my time is of good use, what is wrong in that? So I'm happy the way things are going. It's not only you, my friends, it's me also who gets a clarity as we move into the dialogue. It's not only 3 of you, it is 4 of us who's on the journey. And 4 is important number, no? 4,
Yeah.
4 brothers of Dasharatha, 4 sons of Dasharatha.
Yes.
So if we get a 1 more 5, then becomes 5 Pandavas.
Congrats.
Okay? Chalo, take good care.
Okay.
Take good care.
Thank you, Manjit.
Okay,
Thank you
Manjit.
so much
Thank you.
God bless. God bless.
for your time and knowledge. Thank you so much.